What if I told you that there might be an entire civilization lost beneath the ocean waves, waiting to be discovered? The mystery of Atlantis first emerged from the pages of two ancient dialogues penned by the Greek philosopher Plato. In Timaeus and Critias, he spun a tale of an advanced society that existed 9,000 years before his own time. Atlantis was described as a civilization of grandeur and sophistication, unmatched by any other. Its people were noble, its architecture magnificent, and its technology, by ancient standards, was incredibly advanced. Plato presented Atlantis as a powerful and ambitious empire, its influence extending far and wide across the world. He described the city as being made of concentric rings of water and land, with a palace in the center island. The metropolis was rich in natural resources, and its people lived in harmony with the environment. The grandeur of Atlantis, as described by Plato, sets the stage for an enduring mystery. Did it exist, or was it merely a figment of his philosophical musings? Over the centuries, numerous theories have emerged, suggesting that Atlantis was not just a myth. Let's delve into some of these captivating theories. Firstly, some scholars propose that Atlantis was located in the Mediterranean Sea, near the Pillars of Hercules. This theory is inspired by Plato's dialogues, where he describes Atlantis as an advanced civilization thriving beyond these pillars. The pillars, believed to be the modern Straits of Gibraltar, were seen as the gateway to the Atlantic. This theory suggests that the city was a hub of ancient maritime trade, lost to time and sea. Next, we voyage to the Caribbean Sea, where the Bimini Road, a peculiar underwater rock formation, has sparked theories of Atlantis. An underwater path of limestone blocks, the Bimini Road has been linked to Atlantis due to its striking resemblance to descriptions of the city's grand architecture and complex canal systems. Lastly, we journey to the Antarctic, guided by the Piri Reis map. This ancient map, drawn in the early 16th century by a Turkish admiral, purportedly shows Antarctica free from ice, leading some to speculate that it depicts the lost city of Atlantis, frozen and forgotten beneath the ice. Although these theories are intriguing, none have been able to provide conclusive evidence. The enigma of Atlantis continues to bewitch us, tantalizingly out of reach, yet persistently tugging at our curiosity. On the other hand, many scholars argue that Atlantis is a product of Plato's imagination. Indeed, a popular argument is that Plato, the ancient Greek philosopher, created Atlantis as an allegory, a cautionary tale to impart wisdom to his contemporaries. The story of Atlantis, a sophisticated civilization that fell into decadence and was eventually swallowed by the sea, was intended to warn of the dangers of hubris and the inevitable downfall of societies that lose their moral compass. Furthermore, there's a conspicuous absence of archaeological evidence supporting the existence of such a technologically and socially advanced civilization during Plato's time. Despite extensive underwater expeditions and countless hours of research, not a single artifact attributed to Atlantis has ever been unearthed. This scarcity of tangible proof, coupled with the philosophical interpretation of Plato's writings, raises considerable doubts about the actual existence of Atlantis. The lack of concrete evidence has led many to believe that Atlantis is nothing more than a myth. So, is Atlantis fact or fiction? Here are my thoughts. The concept of Atlantis, a lost civilization of advanced beings, is indeed tantalizing. The thought of an entire city with its own culture, knowledge and technologies disappearing without a trace is a narrative that has captured our collective imagination for centuries. It is a story that has been retold and reimagined in countless forms, from ancient texts to modern-day movies. However, as a student of history and an observer of the world, I must also acknowledge the hard truths. The lack of tangible, irrefutable evidence makes it difficult for me to fully embrace the existence of Atlantis. Despite numerous expeditions and countless hours of research, we have yet to uncover any definitive proof of this mythical city. Yet, the absence of evidence is not necessarily evidence of absence. The world we live in is vast and largely unexplored, and it is not entirely impossible that Atlantis, or a city like it, once existed and was lost to time and tide. What's truly fascinating about Atlantis, however, is not so much its potential existence, but the way it continues to captivate us. The mystery of Atlantis fuels exploration, inspires creativity, and ignites the human spirit to seek out the unknown. Whether fact or fiction, the legend of Atlantis continues to inspire us, reminding us of the mysteries that our world holds, waiting to be discovered.